Well, I've seen a lot of videos on people making colored smoke bombs, and I know for damn sure they didn't use anything you can buy in the store. I went out and I bought every color that I can find without actually buying oil paints and stuff like that, because I didn't think those would work at all. Those would just burn up and just smoke, or if even. So what I did, I started off, I seen people, oh, I did crayons, and I melted crayons in a pot, and then added the powder, and ta-da, it's super great, colorful smoke. Nope, that doesn't work. I tried the Color Max, I tried the normal crayons, I tried, supposedly the cheaper Crazy Arts, jumbo crayons. Nothing works. So I figured, hey, let's get a little bit more scientific. Let's get these, let's use these actual color dyes that are powder form. I used Tulip Black, Dial-On Velvet Black. I used a Rit Powdered Brown, Rit Liquid Black, and then I used a food coloring. Out of everything here, the only thing that came halfway close was let's see, which one was it? I think it was a Rit Liquid. Oh yeah, no. Okay, so it was a tie between. This one was maybe. It was like a gray, like a light gray, and then this one was a dark gray. So this one worked the best, but it only smoldered, and it looked like I needed some more. Since this is food based, I'm sure it's got sugar in it. And I was like, well, shoot, sugar's a fuel. I'm gonna need some more oxidizer. So I added a little more oxidizer, and that little bit was too much for the little mix that I did, and it just, you could tell there's too much oxidizer in it. So it just, nothing works really good. None of this. I mean, crayons, they don't even come close to making any kind of color. And I used blacks and reds and oranges, and then I was like, well, maybe I need to change up how I'm doing it. So it first started off, the Tulip Black, I did it dry. 12 grams of the mixture, which is 60-40. Say 60 grams of potassium nitrate, 40 grams of powdered sugar. And this is all by weight, not by volume. So I did 12 grams of the mixture. After it was already mixed up, I just made a big batch. And then 3 grams of the dye. It sort of did gray, but not really much. Not really a whole lot happened. The Crayola Win crayons is what I'm calling them. These that say Win on them. Style 52-3024. Focus. There you go. Those didn't do anything. And the way I did that was I melted the crayons and then added the it's called rocket candy. It's just like, I don't know, we've called it that forever. The 60-40 mix, added that to it, and then mixed it all up. It basically burned white. What was interesting though is if you've ever had a shitty what am I looking for? A smoke bomb you buy from the fireworks stand. They, like, say it sits in your garage for a year or so, and then you burn it, and it'll blow out, or it'll just kind of like flame out, and it'll shoot a flame instead. Well, this is kind of what that was doing, but below the flame, it was gray, and then above the flame, after it burned, it was white. So it's almost like if you can get this stuff inside of like a grenade shell or something, to where it wasn't, it didn't have any access to fresh oxygen. It might work, but that's another problem another day. Let's see, Dial-On Black, it was white. The Rit Powder, it was just white. The Rit Liquid, it sort of worked. It kind of had some gray smoke, too much oxidizer left over. So I'm almost wondering if there's some kind of chemical in here that's acting as an oxidizer, and it's throwing my mix off. Wouldn't be surprised. Note to self: a normal Crayola crown is 4.8 grams. A Crazy Art jumbo crown is 8 grams. This color gel that I had, like I said, it came about just the best. I did 2 grams of dye, which was about 13 drops. 12 grams of the rocket mix, the 60-40, and then I added a little bit extra oxidizer because I was having some issues up here with signs of needing more oxidizer. There was too much carbon left over, and then that was too much. So it was just it was a mile off in either direction. the Crayola Color Max, it fizzled. I had to like blow it out because I didn't want to sit out there for 30 minutes while it sit there and fizzled. It didn't really work. The Crazy Art Jumbo crowns. So I melted the mix, the 60/40 mix first, just to see if that would change how it mixes together. And whenever you mix this stuff, or whenever you melt it, it becomes about 1/4 the size that it used to be. So if you start off with a container this big, it would end up being only about that much melted. So there's a whole lot of air in there that gets taken out. So I melted it into like it'll look like a peanut butter consistency. And if you're ever melting this stuff, don't do it inside, and for damn sure don't do it over an open flame, because if something sets that stuff off, especially when it's hot, it is a violent reaction. So the crayon wax won't mix, it won't merge with the melted rocket candy mixture, the 60/40 mix. It just sloshes around. It's like trying to mix oil and water without an engine involved. So yeah, it stays completely separate. So that didn't work at all. I tried to burn it. Actually, I did. I took it back outside and burned it. It burned pretty good, but it's not as good as rocket candy is supposed to burn. Like a pretty decent amount. It's like it slowed down the reaction rate. The little bit of wax that did get stuck to it, and nothing really happened. So if anyone tells you that you can use crayons for making colored smoke bombs, they're lying to you. I mean, I'd show you a bunch of videos, but I don't want to edit them together. I'm just going to put this one video up because it's just been a huge waste of time. I was going to make a whole video of like how to make smoke bombs with everything you can buy at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and Lowe's or Home Depot. This stump remover is not potassium nitrate. It's some weird garbage. It's nothing. Don't even waste your time. Spectracide stump remover. I've used this forever. It even says it. It's on the back. Yeah, it's on the back. Oh shoot. So I can peel this off. Come on. Right there. Contains potassium nitrate. Harmful, don't eat it. So yeah, this is the right stuff. So yep. Don't buy. I mean, I can't tell you how much. Well, like I said, I can tell you how much I spent. That's an easy number to find out. So we got $4.50 here. We got $2 there. We got $1.50 there. $3 there. $3 there. I think these were like $2.65. These nice ones were like $1.50, $2. These were 50 cents, and I got 2 of them because I thought that was going to work. Stump remover is $6 per pound, and it's 1 pound canisters. And when you look at these, they're only half full because they're by weight. And everything about selling a product is how it looks in its container. So it looks like a lot, but it's not. So yep. Don't waste your time. You need to buy the actual organic smoke coloring. And it's not organic as in that it's natural. It's organic that, this is what I've read, so take it with a grain of salt. It's organic in the fact that it has a carbon molecule attached to the actual chain. Some reason, that's what makes it right. So go on to the Google and poke around and try to find you some actual smoke dye, and don't waste your time with any of this stuff. Hope this helps someone.